Some have entertained angels unawares. Remember, them that are bound, as bound with them, then which such as fasting, being yourself also in the body. So the fruit of the Spirit I want us to dwell on this week is love. The Bible says, let brotherly love continue. And be not forgetful to entertain strangers. For thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds, and which suffer adversity, as being yourself also in the body. This is the epistle of Apostle Paul. Began to admonish people concerning the teaching of Christ that is very important for our lives. Began to tell them that life of holiness begins with love. Began to tell them the importance of love and what love is.
Matthew 22, 37 to 40. Matthew 22, 37 to 40. Matthew 22, 37 to 40. Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. And this is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. What God is requesting is this: we must love our neighbors as ourselves. We must love God. We must love everybody, including the strangers. That says this is the law of God and of the prophet and God. And anyway, 1 John 4, verse 21. 1 John 4, verse 21. 1 John 4, verse 21. And
this commandment have we from him, that he who loves God loves his brother also. This commandment have we from him, that he who loves God must love his brother as well.
So
These things are so important. We must love brethren. We must love our brothers.
So Hebrew 13, verse 1 to 3, study.
I want us
verse 1
Verse 1 says that we must love holy people. And we must also love the strangers. The third one, we must love those who are in bonds. And their suffering must concern us. I must show them affection. That is what those three verses are saying. The love of brothers and love for strangers is the second one. And the love for those who are suffering is the third one. The kind of love God is requesting after loving God. And the love of God will come out in three dimensions. The love for the brethren, those who believe, those that we are sitting together in the church, those that we are in faith together, the holy people. Is the kind of love God is requiring. The second one is the love for the strangers. Because it's not among us or it's not in faith, that does not mean we shouldn't love him or her. Because it's not our brethren.
Ara wa nínú Olúwa.
Our brethren in the Lord.
Èyàn ò ní ká gbọ́dọ̀ máa fẹ́ràn.
That does not mean we shouldn't love him or her.
A gbọ́dọ̀ fìfẹ́ hàn sí wọn.
We must show him or her love.
Ìkẹta ni ìfẹ́ àwọn ènìyàn tí ìyà ń jẹ.
The third one is the love for those who are suffering, those who are in bonds.
Àwọn tó wà nínú ìdè èṣù.
Those who are in the bondage of the devil.
Àwọn tó wà nínú túbú.
Those who are in the prison.
Àwọn tó wà ní ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Those who are in the prison.
Àwọn tó wà ní hospital.
Those who are in the hospitals.
Àwọn tó ní àìsàn.
Those who have
àti àìlera tí wọn ní ẹnì kankan láti bójútó wọn.
They have nobody to care for them.
A gbọ́dọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn.
We must love them.
Mo fẹ́ ká wò lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan lónìí.
I want us to observe it one after the other.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ ara kó wà títí.
Let brotherly love continue.
Ìfẹ́ fún àwọn ènìyàn mímọ́.
The love for the holy people.
Hebrew 13 verse 1.
Hébérù orí kẹtàlá ẹsẹ̀ ìkíní.
Níbi tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Where we have started.
Ó ní ẹ jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ ara kó wà títí.
Let brotherly love continue.
Hebrew 13.
Hébérù orí kẹtàlá.
Verse 1.
Ẹsẹ̀ ìkíní.
Kí ìfẹ́ ara kó wà tí a gbọ́dọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn ará.
We must love brothers.
Nínú ìwé Hebrew 6:10.
Hébérù orí kẹrìndínlógún.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n tí Bible wí. Hebrew 6.
Hébérù orí kẹfà.
Verse 10.
Ẹsẹ̀ ìkẹwàá.
Hebrew 6 verse 10.
Hébérù orí kẹfà ẹsẹ̀ ìkẹwàá.
Torí Ọlọ́run kì í ṣe aláìṣòdodo.
For God is not unrighteous.
Tí yóò fi gbàgbé iṣẹ́ yín tẹ̀ ń ṣe.
Forget your work and labour.
Ìfẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní, ìfẹ́ yín tẹ́ ẹ fi hàn sí orúkọ ẹ̀.
Which you have showed towards his name.
Nípa iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ti ṣe fún àwọn ènìyàn mímọ́.
He has ministered to the saints.
Tẹ́ ẹ sì ń ṣe.
And do minister.
Iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ń sọ ìfẹ́ tá a fi hàn fún àwọn ènìyàn mímọ́.
That ministry is
ìfẹ́ tá a fi hàn fún ará.
holy people, for the brothers, brethren.
Irú ìfẹ́ tá a ní sí wọn.
The kind of love we have towards them.
Sí ayé wọn.
To their lives.
Báyìí pé Ọlọ́run kì í gbàgbé irú iṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Says God does not forget such a labour.
Kì í gbàgbé irú ìfẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
He doesn't forget such a love.
Ẹnìkan wá lọ́jọ́ kan ní wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ òní chọ́ọ̀chì.
Somebody came one day and said, I am not loved in this church.
Mo sọ fún wọn pé o ṣe jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀.
And I told the person, why can't you firstly exhibit love?
O ṣe fẹ́ràn àwọn tí ò fẹ́ràn ẹ.
Why don't you love those who do not love you first?
Ibi tí ìfẹ́ wà nílé yìí.
This is where love is.
Ìfẹ́ ara ṣe pàtàkì.
Brotherly love is so important.
Ìwé Bible sọ̀rọ̀ pa ẹ̀.
Bible talks about it.
Nínú ìwé Thessalonians 4.
Thessalonians 4.
Paul ti kọ́kọ́ kọ lẹ́tà sí àwọn ará Thessalonica pé kí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́.
And Paul wrote to them that they should have love.
Kí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn.
That they should love each other.
Bọ̀ nígbà tí yóò ti kọ lẹ́tà míì.
By the time he would write another letter.
Kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ ìkó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pọ̀ sí.
That they should increase in this love.
1 Thessalonians 4.
1 Thessalonians chapter 4.
Verse 9 and 10.
Ẹsẹ̀ ìkẹsàn-án àti ìkẹwàá.
Ṣùgbọ́n ní ti ìfẹ́ ara.
As touching brotherly love.
A kò tún fẹ́ kẹ́nikẹ́ni kọ̀wé sí yín.
You need not that I write unto you.
Torí àti kọ́ ẹ̀yin tìkára yín látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run wá.
You yourselves are taught of God.
Láti máa fẹ́ràn ara yín.
To love one another.
Nítòótọ́ ẹ̀yin ṣe sí gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní gbogbo Macedonia.
Do it towards all the brethren which are in Macedonia.
Ṣùgbọ́n àwa tún ń bẹ̀ yín.
But we beseech you.
Pé kí kẹ́ ẹ máa pọ̀ sí síwájú sí.
That ye increase more and more.
So ká má jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ yẹn ó dáwọ́ dúró.
That we shouldn't stop that love.
Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ máa pọ̀ sí.
It must increase.
Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé ìfẹ́ ni tó bá rí ẹnìkan tó ń jókòó tí ẹni chọ́ lójoojúmọ́. The Sunday márùn-ún mẹ́wàá mẹ́rin tó ń wọṣọ kan náà.
Do you know it is a love when you discover somebody sitting by you 4 or 5 Sundays wearing the same garment?
Nígbà tó bá yá tí ó dẹ̀ ní tó pọ̀.
And you have enough and more than enough.
Kí ló dé tó fún ní díẹ̀?
Why can't you give such one some of it?
Ìfẹ́ ara lélẹ́yìí.
This is brotherly love.
Orí ẹnìkan tó wà ní ìṣòro lọ́nà kan àbí ọ̀nà mi ń tó lè gbìyànjú láti ṣe.
You see somebody one problem or the other, what you can try to do?
Kí ló dé tó ṣe díẹ̀ fún?
Why don't you do a little for the person?
Báìbù pé Ọlọ́run kì yóò gbàgbé irú iṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Says God will never forget such a labor of love.
Irú ìfẹ́ náà, irú ìfẹ́ tí ènìyàn fi hàn fún àwọn ará.
Such love that you exhibit unto people.
Ẹlòmíì ń kún níwájú ẹ pé báwo ó mọ̀ sọ lójú ẹ pé bóun ṣe ń lọlé àwọn òní tí àwọn yóò jẹ.
Somebody is intentionally saying it before you that he doesn't have something to eat.
But owó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ bí ò tiẹ̀ pọ̀.
But you have money even if you don't have much.
O ṣe jẹ́ kó pín nínú ẹ̀.
Why don't you allow him or her to take out of it?
Ìfẹ́ ara lélẹ́yìí.
This is brotherly love.
Eléyìí sọ ṣe pàtàkì.
This is very important.
Ntí Ọlọ́run béèrè lọ́wọ́ wa rè.
This is what God is requesting from us.
1 Peter 2, 1 Peter 1.
Pétérù kìíní orí kìíní.
Verse 22
ẹsẹ̀ kejìléníogún.
and 23.
àti kẹtàléníogún.
Níwọ̀n bá ti wẹ ọkàn yín mọ́ 1 Peter 1.
Pétérù kìíní orí kìíní.
verse 22 and 23. Nípa ìgbọràn sí òtítọ́ nípa ẹ̀mí.
See, you have prepared your souls in obeying the
Sí ìfẹ́ ara tí kò lẹ́tàn.
To unfeigned love of the brethren.
Ẹ fẹ́ ọmọlàkejì yín gẹ́gẹ́ láti ọkàn yín wá.
Love one another with a pure heart fervently.
Àwọn nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run béèrè lélẹ́yìí.
These are the requirements of God.
Bí a ti ń tún yín bí kì í ṣe láti inú irú ìdíbàjẹ́ wá.
Being born again, not of corruptible seed.
Bí kì í ṣe láti tí kì í díbàjẹ́ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó ń bẹ láàyè.
Of incorruptible by the word of God which lives.
Èyí tó sì dúró títí láàyè.
And abides forever.
Tó o bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni tí ò nífẹ̀ẹ́.
You see anybody that does not have love.
Báyìí wípé apààyàn ni.
The Bible says that person is a murderer.
And ìfẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ láti ìfẹ́ ara.
And love begins from the brotherly love.
A lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan ṣe nǹkan ní Iléṣà.
We went to celebrate with somebody in Elisha.
Òkú bàbá ẹ̀.
It was the burial ceremony of the father of the person.
Member ni ó ń gbé UK.
And he's a member that resides in UK.
Ìgbà tó dé.
And when he came,
mo á sọ fún gbogbo church
I told the whole church in Osogbo.
Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ.
You must all attend.
Ìfẹ́ ara lélẹ́yìí.
This is the brotherly love.
Ó rọ àwọn èèyàn lójú, ọ̀pọ̀ wọn ni ò mọ̀.
Many
torí gbàrà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ministry ló ti lọ UK.
The moment we started the ministry, he traveled to UK.
Bọ̀lọ́ nígbà tí a ó dé Iléṣà.
So by the time we would get to
àwa rí pé àwa nìkan la wà ní church.
And we saw that we were the only one in the church.
Gbogbo mọ̀lẹ́bí decide pé àwọn ò wá.
And all the family members have decided not to attend.
Àwa ò mọ̀ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
We didn't know what was going on.
Èyí tí mo fi wá ni pé torí kó kúrò ní ilé Mùsùlùmí ó lọ join Kristẹni.
The reason why they decided it was that he left the Muslim house to come to Christianity.
Wọ́n láwọn yóò yẹ̀yẹ́.
And they said they are going to disgrace him.
Ó nìkan ni yóò já màálù ẹ̀ pa.
That he will be the only one.
Ó nìkan ni yóò dá aṣọ ẹ̀ wọ̀.
And wear his own garment.
Gbogbo àgbà táwọn members wá débẹ̀.
When our members got there,
ó kọjá pé mọ̀lẹ́bí ò wá bẹ́ẹ̀.
It has gone beyond somebody else to not come.
Ọlọ́run gbé ìtìjú kúrò lára ẹ̀.
And God removed shame out of him.
Kò mọ ohun tó lè ṣe mọ́.
He couldn't know what to do else.
To be frank, ìgbọ́dọ̀ sí church.
And he sent big mixer to the church.
Gbogbo ìgbà tó bá ti dé báyìí yóò kọ́ dé church.
And anytime he comes home, he will firstly come to church.
Kò gbàgbé ìfẹ́ ọjọ́ náà.
He did not forget the love of those days.
Àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ṣe pàtàkì.
And these things are very important.
Àwọn èèyàn ti kúrò nínú òkùnkùn, wọ́n ti kúrò nínú ayé, wọ́n ti wá sínú ìmọ́lẹ̀.
People have left the world, they have left darkness and come into the light.
Wọ́n ń fẹ́ ìfẹ́ ara láti dì wọ́n mú.
And they want the love, brotherly love, to hold them.
Also ṣe pàtàkì olùfẹ́.
It is so important, beloved.
Ìfẹ́ gangan ni àkójá òfin.
And love is what overtakes all laws.
Ìdí ni ẹ tí Ọlọ́run tábí pé Ọlọ́run gangan ìfẹ́ ni orúkọ ẹ̀.
That's why the Bible says God himself is love.
Ó ní nígbà tó ń ti fẹ́ràn wa.
That in as much as loved us,
a gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ràn ọmọlàkejì wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ara wa.
We must love our neighbors as ourselves.
So ìfẹ́ ara ṣe pàtàkì.
So brotherly love is so important.
Ìwé 1 John 3 verse 14 to 18. 1 John 3 verse 14 to 18. Ẹ máa gbọ́ bí. Àwa mọ̀ pé àwa ti ré kọjá láti ní ikú sí iyè.
That we have moved from
torí àwa fẹ́ràn ara wa.
For we love ourselves.
Ẹnikẹ́ni tí kò bá nífẹ̀ẹ́.
And anybody that does not love.
Ó ń gbé inú ikú.
Lives in death.
And verse 15. Ẹni tó bá kórìíra arákùnrin.
Whosoever hated his brother.
Apànìyàn
is a murderer.
ẹ̀yin kò sì mọ̀ pé apànìkan kò ní ní ìyà ìnípẹ̀kun.
You know that no murderer have eternal life.
Láti máa gbé inú rẹ̀.
Abiding in.
Nípa eléyìí làwa mọ̀ pé.
Hereby perceive we.
Ó fi ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ lélẹ̀ fún wa.
Love of God because he laid down his own
life.
Ó
yẹ ká fi ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ lélẹ̀ fún ara wa.
We ought to lay down our lives for brethren.
Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó bá ní ohun ìní ayé yìí.
But whosoever had these words good.
Tó sì rí arákùnrin rẹ̀.
And see his
tó ṣe aláìní.
Have need.
Tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ìyọ́nú rẹ̀ mọ́.
And shut up his
báwo ni ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run yóò ti máa gbénú ẹ̀.
How dwelleth the love of God in him.
Ẹni tó rí arákùnrin tí ò ṣe ara ẹ̀.
He that has seen his
tí ò ṣe lóore. Báwo la ṣe mọ̀ pé ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run ń gbénú ẹ̀.
That does not do good to the person. How are we going to know?
Nígbà tó rí arákùnrin tó ṣe aláìní tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ilé ẹ̀ mọ́.
When he has seen his brother in need and shut his own door.
Ó ní ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ tàbí ahọ́n fẹ́ràn.
My little children, let us not love him well.
Bí kò ṣe nínú ìṣe.
Neither in thought but in deed.
Àti òtítọ́.
And in truth.
Ibi ló ṣe pàtàkì.
Is so important.
Ìfẹ́ ara jẹ́ ohun tí Ọlọ́run mú ní pàtàkì.
Brotherly love is what God takes important.
Ìjọ Ọlọ́run kì í dàgbàsókè láì nífẹ̀ẹ́.
The church of God can never grow without love.
Ìgbà tí ìyàwó mi kọ́kọ́ débí.
And when my wife firstly came here.
Tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí introduce pé
started introducing.
Àwọn èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa wọṣọ.
People must be wearing clothes.
Ìlànà yẹn ò yé mi.
I couldn't understand that
Church
trend.
tó ń ti join wa, very big ministry. Ọmọ òkè
came from.
kì í ṣe báyìí bí.
We didn't do that here.
Ọkàn mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí takò díẹ̀díẹ̀.
And I started going against it gradually.
Bọ̀lọ́jọ́ kan Olúwa pè mí pé.
But one day the Lord called to me.
Aṣọ yẹn kì í ṣaṣọ.
That raiment is not the raiment.
Ìfẹ́ ara ni.
But it is brotherly love.
Nǹkan kan wà tó gbọ́dọ̀ máa kó wa papọ̀.
Something must be uniform.
To be frank, mo rí àwọn groups tí wọ́n ń wọṣọ kan náà lánàá.
And I saw groups that wore the same clothes yesterday.
Mo were excited.
I was really excited.
Inú mi dùn yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó wọṣọ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀.
And I was so happy to see them other than those who wear different clothes.
Ibi ni ìfẹ́ ara ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
It's where brotherly love started.
Ẹnìkan ò lè fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan láàrin wọn báyìí kí wọ́n pera wọn kán kó sírù yẹn kán dẹ̀ wọnú ilé onítàn. Àwọn ará àdúgbò yóò béèrè.
If somebody wants to celebrate anything and those people they go there in that uniform, people in their neighbors will ask.
Pé irú church wo lélẹ́yìí?
And what kind of church is this?
Mo lọ minister ní mi mọ̀.
To minister.
Ṣé ní Ṣakí ni àbí a lọ ṣe revival?
Is it in Shaki we went for revival?
Bí mo ti ń wo àárín bẹ́rẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó.
I'm getting to the crowd.
Tí mo rí aṣọ convention lára ẹnìkan.
And I saw the conventional garment on somebody.
Mo ní ara Christ Power wà bí.
I said I have Christ Power member here.
Àbí mo ti ń parí.
Immediately I finished with the
tó gan bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ mi.
and he was coming ready to me.
Báwọn security ṣe pọ̀ tó mo ní.
As many as
And
the
tó wọ
securities
green
were,
yẹn.
I said that person in green
Ẹni kò máa bọ̀.
let him come.
No, ìyẹn ìṣojú ṣáájú o.
And that is not partiality.
Mo pe ara mi lélẹ́yìí.
I said this is part of me.
Àmú láti pray fún.
I have to pray for him.
So the next day.
The next day of the crusade.
Ó tún wọṣọ.
He put on
Ó tún wọṣọ
another garment.
Pé kí lè mọ̀ pé.
So that I will know.
Àwa là ń gbà yín lálejò bí.
And we are the host.
A yàtọ̀ sí àwọn èrò tó wà bí.
Are different from the crowds here.
Ìfẹ́ aláṣọ ṣe pàtàkì.
Brotherly love is so important.
Ó máa mú kí nǹkan rere kó gbilẹ̀.
It makes good things to be spreading.
Mi mọ̀ bóyá àmì ẹ̀ yóò gòkè.
I don't know if you are going to have a resounding amen.
O ní dánìkan lo ayé ẹ.
You will never live your life alone.
Nínú ìwé John 13.
Jòhánù orí kẹtàlá.
John 13, 34, 35.
Jòhánù orí kẹtàlá.
John 13.
Jòhánù orí kẹtàlá.
Òfin tuntun kan ni mo fún yín.
A new commandment I give unto
Kẹ́yìn
you.
fẹ́ ọmọlàkejì.
That ye love one another.
Gẹ́gẹ́ mi ti fẹ́ràn
as
yín.
I have loved you.
Kẹ́yìn kó lè fẹ́ràn ọmọlàkejì.
That ye also love one another.
And verse 14. Verse 35.
Ẹsẹ̀ karùn-ún ní
Nígbà
ogójì.
gbogbo ènìyàn yóò fi mọ̀
But
pé.
they shall all men know. Can you see?
Ọmọ ẹ̀yìn mi lẹ́yìn ń ṣe.
That ye are my disciples.
Nígbà tẹ́yìn bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọlàkejì.
If ye have love one to another.
So ara àwọn àmì ọmọ ẹ̀yìn lélẹ́yìí.
So this is one of the signs of disciples.
Ó ní ìfẹ́.
That is love.
Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọlàkejì.
When you love one another.
Nígbà náà lẹ́ ó mọ̀ pé ọmọ ẹ̀yìn mi lẹ́yìn ń ṣe.
Then you will know indeed you are my disciples.
Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ràn ara yín.
You must love one another.
Ó ṣe pàtàkì.
It is very important.
Àwọn groups oríṣiríṣi ló wà ní Christ Power.
There are different groups in
Group
Christ
of
Power.
workers. But mo rí ìfẹ́ gan-an.
But I could discover
Mi kì í fi
real
nǹkan
love.
bọ̀ ní ushering department.
I don't hide things in the ushering department. I could see the love.
Ìgbà táwọn kọ́ ní àwọn leaders kan bẹ̀.
At time we firstly had some leaders there.
Nǹkan kan ò ṣiṣẹ́.
Nothing worked out.
Àwọn lead pastor evangelist ní ó kọ́ àgàlọ́ Power City ìdààmú nígbà míì àwọn èèyàn yóò nàró.
At times people who had to stand.
But by God's grace,
another person was
chosen.
chosen. The one that has love.
Gbogbo àwọn tó scatter àwọn tí ó fi ìfẹ́ kó wọn mọ́ra.
And those who have scattered through love, he gathered them.
Mo máa ń watch wọn nígbà tí wọ́n bá tó àgàn Power City máa wò pé.
I do watch them when they arrange chairs in Power City.
Èmi tí mò ń fast màá tún máa gbóòórùn bíi jollof rice.
I who is fasting will still be splitting the jollof rice.
Àwọn èèyàn ìfẹ́ bá àwẹ̀ mi jẹ́.
These people want to break my fast.
Wáyà sáré wọlé tilẹ̀kùn tí
I
window.
just run inside to close my doors and windows.
Mo rí pé ìfẹ́ ìgbilẹ̀ láàrin.
I could discover the love being spread amidst of them.
And ìfẹ́ ló jẹ́ ká máa tó chia 6,000, 7,000 every Sunday láì ro wọ́n lójú.
And as a result of this, without getting tired, they arrange thousands of chairs.
Irú ìfẹ́ báyìí.
This kind of love.
Ó ṣe pàtàkì.
So important.
Ìfẹ́ ara lélẹ́yìí.
This is brotherly love.
No, òtítọ́ ni mo ń sọ fún yín.
I'm telling you the truth.
Gbogbo ibi tí ó bá ti sí ìfẹ́ ìyapa yóò wà ńbẹ̀.
Where there is no love, there is going to be segregation.
Ìfẹ́ ara sọ ṣe pàtàkì.
Brotherly love is so important.
O ò lè jẹ́ olórí kó ẹnikẹ́ni mọ́ra láì nífẹ̀ẹ́.
You can't be a leader and get people to yourself without possessing love.
Ẹgbọ́n tí àwọn àgbàlagbà Yorùbá tí ò ká bá wí wọ́n ní àgbà tó rorò gan kì í kó
Listen
yẹ̀jọ́.
to the elders. They said a froward person does not gather people.
Ìfẹ́ sọ ṣe pàtàkì fún ènìyàn.
And love is so important for humanity.
A gbọ́dọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa.
We must love
O
one
gbọ́dọ̀
another.
nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn tó wà ní groups ẹ.
You must love
O
people in
gbọ́dọ̀
your
nífẹ̀ẹ́
group.
àwọn tó jọ ń jókòó
You must
papọ̀.
love those who are sitting with you.
O gbọ́dọ̀ share nínú ìṣòro wọn.
You must share in their problems.
Ǹjẹ́ o mọ̀ pé ẹlòmíì ń kú lọ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́?
You know somebody is dying right beside
O
you.
kàn ń wo tó ń fi aṣọ gbéra ni.
You are just looking at him covering himself with the clothes.
Ìṣòro tó ní pé kò ní ẹnikẹ́ni tí yóò bá share ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀.
The problem he has nobody to share it with.
Ẹnìkan ti bí mi léèrè.
Somebody has once asked
Báwo
me,
ni minister conference one pass ṣe ń kó 1,000 2,000 kò sí
how do
nǹkan
we
mi.
get increased in ministers' conference in Power City?
Ìfẹ́ ni.
It is as a result of love,
O
not any other
gbọ́dọ̀
thing.
fẹ́ràn ọmọlàkejì.
You must love your neighbor.
Ìfẹ́ ara ṣe pàtàkì.
And brotherly love is so
Ìjọba
important.
sọ fún àwọn pásọ iṣẹ́ Olúwa gan iṣẹ́ ìfẹ́ ni.
I say even the ministry is the ministry of love.
Tó o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ o lè jèrè ọkàn.
If you don't have love, you can't win souls.
Èmi tó ṣe pàtàkì.
It's very important.
Nítorí pé eléyìí la fi mọ̀ kó fẹ́ wa.
For this, we know that you love us.
Ó fi ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ fún wa.
That he laid down his own life